started. And off we go from KC. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice catch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he will score! Zay Flowers! Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. They're stopped after the touchdown to send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
Hey, 57, 57.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. On the return, it's Hill. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Brett McDuffie up in his corner spot there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Look him up on a second down and 8. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll take this right to the 43-yard. Jaden Hicks on the tackle. On third down, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A give up the middle for Mitchell. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From the 43, here's second and 1.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Another run here with Mitchell. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points. The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on fourth down.
Trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Play action here. Mahomes. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And no return here. This is a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Faust. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Remigio from his end zone. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Mahomes Williams finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Moving left. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. Well, the quarterback just kept going back and back. You wonder what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out. He's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
Taken at the 19. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Again, right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He's got it to the end. That's Andrews. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt I'm going with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He called his own number, and it worked. 16 on the gain and a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard at the 20-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Henry. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
3rd and 10. Throwing Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler another loop now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Nico Remigio going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll check that down to Pacheco. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 62-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. In the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This caught right side by Worthy.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Here's a run with Hunt. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Sione Takitaki. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not...
Now, Cloudworks, he loses the football near his own goal line. The defense has it. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up. You know the quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Now, Jackson. Open man, left side. first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That is caught. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
Next to score, Ravens 34, Chiefs 17.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down throw. Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That's caught by Hunt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a third down and 4. Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. They get 16 on that connection. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll look underneath for Hunt. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Patrick to throw. He's got his big tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And Unfortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. In motion comes Andrews. And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's caught! And he will score again. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Remigio from his end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
Yellow. A first down throw for Mahomes. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Has caught down the field. It's worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Chiefs 31.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Design run here with Jackson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 31.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Nico Remigio going to bring it out of the end zone. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 11-yard line.
Fall down these two. All right, go, Luke. Mahomes on first down.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
Yellow. Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup 10. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be forced out right. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Fourth out to his right. He's got it at the 3. And he is close to the pileup, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.